ago, and you let us know about a new invention that you have now that has been received well with the LA Unified School System, and this is a medical related type invention that you've come up with, very innovative and something that is very needed. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, you know, when people ask me about that, it's you know, I have to relate it this way. I've always wondered why my mom had 8 children, and why the lady that she worked with back in the 40s had only 2. And so when I became an inventor, I wanted to look also into that area. So in my study, I found that my mom, as long as she lactated and breastfed us, it took after she, for about 2 years, she would wean us, and boom, she was pregnant again. So I didn't know how that related, but that's how it happened. So all 8 children was roughly about 2 years apart. But the woman she worked with only had 2 children. And why? Because this woman had money, white lady, had money, and she could go to the OB/GYN specialist, and he would sit down and chart out her cycle and show her how to chart it, and so she could family plan. She only had 2 children. So I was just figuring out a way that I could take this same information and computerize it and make it simple for the end user. So I received 2 patents. One is what we call a female fertility predictor that allows for a female to put her information into this system, and it calculates and sets up a calendar and let her know when ovulation will occur. Now, this is good for probably about 80% of the women that have a normal cycle, okay? 26, 27, 28 being the medium, 29 and 30. That's her cycle. So when she puts that information in, it calculates and sets up a ovulation time. So she looks at that calendar and knows when ovulation is going to occur, and she knows when her period is going to come again. And then as it resets every month, she can just look at that, or she can advance it further. Let's say she'd like to get married 3 or 4 months from now and would like to make sure that she can consummate her marriage on her wedding night. Well, this will allow her to be able to do that. And then we decided to take that same technology, take out the ovulation part, and make it viable for young girls just reaching puberty, and then put a lot of text and video there, so the young lady now can put her personal information in, and it would help her to not to have accidents every month. So if she knows when it's coming, then she can prepare, see, and not have accidents. And then all the other text information and video information is there to explain to her what's happening to her body at the onset of puberty. So that's basically what those 2 patents cover, see. And LA Unified School District worked with me, and they came up with several questions, about 25 questions and answers that they wanted embedded into the program in English and in Spanish. And they have now come on board since the 15th of October of this year, and has accepted this as a teaching tool.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
And so we're hoping to put this in a CD form. We have it in a CD form, and then we have a little handheld model with a screen like a cell phone that a young lady can carry in her purse, okay? And this technology is also being put in cell phones and Blackberries and any other media that we can use to get this across the country. Remember, 53% of the world's population is female, okay? So this is something now that we can utilize to take care of the problem, because birth control, they're finding that birth control pills, IUDs, diaphragms, and so forth, are causing a lot of negative side effects and so forth. So with this system, this allows for the end user not to have to deal with this, because it's all natural, see? And it's a cost savings, because birth control pills cost anywhere from $35 to $49 a month. You buy one of the little handheld devices, and it's natural, say for $69, $79, and the thing will last 8 years. And it just tells you, now, this is for women that are normally normal, with a normal cycle. 80% of you are, so they can use this.
Well, that sounds wonderful, and I'm sure the cell phone industry is going to just love it. I can't wait for them to have it. You know, even I have 8-year-old twins, and they need the one for, you know, just to have them ready to deal with puberty. And then, of course, you know, once they reach puberty and become women, they need to be able to make other plans. So I think it's a fabulous idea, and coming from a guy who is already, you know, gaining popularity from electronic contributions, now you're making a medical contribution. I just think it's, you know, you're just a phenomenal guy. You know what I mean? And you know, it's just really a privilege to be here to meet you, and I'm on camera so people know I know the man. Okay, this is being used in basically every household in America and around the world. And the question I always get when when I'm really excited about the fact I met you and I'm telling people, they want to know this. They were like, okay, so if all of these devices are being made with his patent, he should be the richest man in the world. I mean, so how do they get a chance? How do they get a chance?
Let me back up a little bit with that, okay? If we know anything about inventive history, we know that Garrett Morgan in 1923 invented that red, green, and amber signal light, traffic signal that is on every corner in every municipality in the whole world. Right. So when you look at Bill Gates and his $50–60 billion, it would be a pittance according to what the Garrett Morgan family could possibly have made with the traffic signal. Problem is, and I'm going to look you right in the eye and ready and tell you this, the problem is there is no black financial infrastructure to support our contemporary inventors. So other people make the profit for them. They will come in. Black History Month, I'm swamped to talk, okay? But nobody comes, there's no pool of money, you know, to get behind us, okay? And then when somebody else get it, and oh, look, somebody else took it.